So Trish, thanks for being with us on Boardroom Buzz.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Julia.
So what insight or experience would you share with your peers that made you a better director?
If you're not continuously learning and continuously identifying how to handle emerging issues, you aren't providing value to your board. It's just too fast a pace of change. You need to get out there and find out how other boards are responding to these issues. Do these issues, is it the new bright, shiny thing, or does it even relate to my board? In our case, the E part of ESG, the environmental, is not a big deal. The social is. For my board, our whole mission is a social mission. So we spend a lot of time on that. But we need to understand and decipher how to respond to all the new shiny objects that are out there. And you can't do that very well unless you're educating yourself on what the issues are and, how to respond.
What advice would you give to aspiring directors?
Well, there's two questions every aspiring director should ask themselves. The first question is, why do I want to do this board work? I think if you talk to anyone who is currently sitting on a board, you realize that it's a lot of work. It isn't just, the old days of 4 times a year I show up and I get a nice paycheck. And there's a lot of people who say retire, want to do board work, and they get on boards, and then they find they haven't got time to go on vacation. They haven't got time to participate in their kids' lives, and they quit because of that. So you need to understand why you want to do the board work and if you've got the time to do it. Then you also need to ask yourself, what value do I have to bring to a board? What's my value proposition? What skill do I have? You need to identify what your special skill is. Is it auditing, accounting? Have you been a CEO? Is it cybersecurity? Is it ESG? But you need to understand what your value proposition is. Then you need to understand for the boards that you're interested, whether your skill base and value proposition matches what their needs are. And if they're not, don't push it, right? It's not going to happen. And then finally, when you're looking for a new board role, there's still nothing more important than networking. And boards do use search firms more than they used to, but sometimes they're just using them for the process, and they're still relying on the networking of the board members. And don't forget to network.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing, Trish.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me today.